All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Corey Williams calling from Las Vegas, Nevada. We will be getting started here in the next few minutes. Please go ahead and give a call to your team members, get them on the call. This will be some very, very important information that if they don't get this information today, uh, they'll definitely regret it. So you definitely want to go ahead and send that message out to have each and every one of the persons on your team to get on the call today, and we'll get started here very shortly. Just want to thank each and every one of you all for taking out the time out of your schedule to get on this training call. It's very, very essential that we all participate in the training calls because it's some information that's going to help you in your business. And if you're missing the call, um, then you go and ask these same questions. That's something that we really want to try to stay away from. Yeah, your team is okay. Thank you, sir. All right, have a good day. All right, you too. So I encourage each and every one of y'all to not only get on the call, but also to encourage all of your team to get on the call as well. So we'll get started here in the next few minutes, and we'll go from there. Please get a pen and some paper, and just start keeping a Sankey uh, Vision 2020 journal with all of the notes so that you can go and disseminate that information out to the field. So we'll get started very, very shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we like to do everything with the spirit of excellence and start on time. It is 12 noon Eastern. I am at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Las Vegas, and we'll give it another 30 to 45 seconds and we'll get started. Please go ahead and send out those last minute text messages or forward to your team members and make sure that they get on this call. All right, guys. I'm excited here in Las Vegas. I have been traveling for several days, away from my kids, away from my bed. But to whom much is given, much is required. And I know each and every one of us um, decided to join the Sankey family for a reason. And I tell you, freedom comes with a price. But one day soon, we'll all be able to laugh about the journey. It's not easy, but it's definitely worth it, guys. So today we're going to get some very, very important information from none other than the leader, Dr. Ruth Ann, out of Freeport, Bahamas. Guys, I want to just really just say she'll be covering over the qualifications for the different ranks because we know a lot of people that had certain points and thought that they were qualified here recently, but were not. So we're going to get that very clear and precise. She'll be going over the Sankey app and the social media. So Dr. Ruth Ann, ladies and gentlemen, born in Freeport, Grand Bahamas. She is a self-made entrepreneur. She's a professional graphic artist and a mind reset coach. She's an encourager. She calls herself Successful Harness. She actually began the industry 10 years ago. And since entering network marketing in 2010, she never looked back. She's known as having all of the energy in the room. She's one of the number one highest, one of the top female money earners in the whole Caribbean market, with only 1,500 people. And in network marketing, 1,500 people is usually not enough to hold that title, but she's getting the quality out of the quantity. And so, guys, you really want to take some notes from her. She has 2 honorary doctorate degrees, 6 beautiful children, 1 grandchildren. She's a servant. She's not afraid to roll up her sleeves and really serve. You know, in order to lead, you must serve. In order to lead, you must follow. In order to run, you must walk. Ladies and gentlemen, she just leads the way with volunteering and really just being transparent with the information that she's learned here in Sankey and just over the years in the industry, guys. So without further ado, I have the privilege and pleasure to introduce Dr. Ruth Ann Lightburn. Mr. Ruth Ann, are you on the phone?
Well, Mr. Ruth Ann isn't on the phone, but Mrs. is. Thank you so much, King Corey Williams. I know it's early, so I will forgive you. Welcome everybody to the call. Fabulous, fabulous Saturday. It is like tearing it up Saturday. So wake up, wake up. Get your team on the call because like King Corey says, these are questions that are constantly being asked. So we are being asked to cover it. And the crazy part about it is that this isn't the first time we're being asked to cover it. So I'm not saying that we're not going to keep covering it, but I'm just saying kind of take the notes and then disseminate the information. And also we do have training calls out there that you can listen to and just keep listening to it. And honestly, persons will come to me and ask me all these questions and act like I have some magic, I don't know, magic potion. Literally the only way I've learned is by reading, going into the back office, going into the digital kit, going into the manuals, the distributor manuals, and just taking it apart. Yeah, it is kind of long, but if you're looking for a specific topic for that day, just go to that topic, just study that topic, get that topic, understand that topic, and then move on to the next day. But I honestly feel that the key to success when it comes to network marketing is treat your business as if it's really a business and not a play, oh, I only spent $300 to start a business, or I only spent $500 to start a business. So it's not really that important. Or even to the point, even if you came in at a pro pack, I only spent $1,000. Because I know, and I know many on here that have had brick and mortar businesses know that brick and mortar does not cost $1,000, okay? I've had my brick and mortar and my first startup business cost me $35,000. So I know that I used to have to go in there every morning, open that door, make sure it was swept, make sure it was clean, make sure it was ready to take on customers. So what are you doing for your business in network marketing? What are you doing towards your Sankey business? So let's get started. I don't want to be long-winded this morning. I want us to get it as quickly as possible. So let's go. Let's see here. So first of all, one of the main things that we need to cover is the qualifications for rank. The reason for this is because there's some bonuses and some incentives that are coming out, and it is key that you understand the concept of how to get the rank in order to meet these qualifications. I know that there's a bronze party coming up, but if you don't have certain qualifications put in place, you could have as many points as you want, you're still not going to hit the rank of bronze. You know, sad, but true. So one of the main things you have to have, guys, we are a 4-legged structure. You must have each of those legs occupied by a direct. That simply means someone that you have brought into the company, that you personally have brought in, not somebody else has put them there. You have personally brought these persons into the company, and in that team that they have, they are building some points, and each of them have 300 points. Now you personally, in this, if you look at the diagram, this is the diagram I put up first when we first started. the call so that everybody could have just like kept looking at it. So it's you, and you must first have 300 points. And how do you get 300 points? It's based on any orders that you have placed, as well as your customers and your prime customers. So that equals the total sales points. So it's not just 300 points that you personally putting into the company or purchasing products. No, it's your customers and your prime customers. If they have made any type of orders, that becomes a part of the 300 total sales points that is needed. Okay, that's the first thing. So you need to have 300 points, total sales points. You now need to have your 4 legs occupied by a direct. So each of your legs have to have a direct in them. And with that being said, each of those legs need to have 300 points. And yes, those 300 points can be made up of them having a person join them in the business. So if they had a person, for the example, right here on the end, if you look, it's saying that if they had a person come into the business, say at the $2.99 pack, that's 100 points, okay? And what if they had 2 customers, right? That would be right there. That's 100 points. Say they came in at 50 points a piece. That's 100 points. So that's 200 points right there. And so up here, then this example here, these customers here and this prime customer might not have to be 50 points each, but accumulatively this person, that direct, needs to have 300 points. This is considered the duplicator bonus, guys. And the duplicator bonus is a necessity in order for you to move on to your rank bonus. If you do not qualify for the duplicator bonus, which is this simple structure that I'm showing on the screen, then you can have 10,000 points. You could have enough points for gold. You could have enough points for ambassador. But if you have not done just this simple structure of having 4 legs, because you could technically maybe saying to yourself, well, you know what, I'm going to build 2 legs. I'm used to binaries. I'm just going to build 2 legs. Well, if that's your choice. However, if you still do not have 4 legs occupied with 300 points each, the duplicator bonus is not in play. So then that means your rank bonus will not become effective. So it's very important that you have this done. One of the other things that is very important, you must have your auto ship. Remember, I love this company because one of the first things that it qualifies everything, like every rank that, or not even rank, anything that you want to qualify for in this company, you have to have your auto ship done. And to me, that is the lifeblood of network marketing, of multi-level marketing, your auto ship. So if your team player is not doing your auto ship, guess what? On a monthly basis, you're not going to create a residual income. So it's very important. So they have made it important by attaching it to the different payouts. So auto ship, first thing that any of your persons that come into the business with you, the first thing they should be doing is what? Getting their auto ship set up. Now, we've done it in previous trainings, and yes, we're having hundreds and thousands of persons coming in on a daily basis. So you, as the distributor who has already done the training, should know, okay, the first thing I need to do is get the person that came into the company with me, get them on their auto ship. Where do I go for that? Now, that wasn't meant to be covered in this training today, because today's training is to make sure we understand the duplicator bonus and understand that without this duplicator bonus, we cannot move on to our rank bonus. Because like I said, the bronze party is stipulated on this duplicator bonus, because if you don't have this duplicator bonus done, you could have 3,500 points in your organization, but if you don't have your 4 legs active, and if each leg doesn't have 300 points, it doesn't matter if you have 4,000 points or 5,000 points accumulative in 2 legs or accumulative in 3 legs, and you still don't have that 4th leg active, or 2 legs are active accumulated with 4,000, 5,000 points. It does not matter. So it's very important to make sure when you're building, 1, auto ship is done, 2, you have your 300 total sales points, which is a cumulative of any order that you make, as well as your customers, as well as your prime customers. That creates your total sales points. You need 300. You need to have 4 legs that also have 300 each, reminding yourself that the 300 points can be made up of them bringing someone into the company, their person bringing having customers and prime customers. All of this will create their total sales points. Okay, so I will ask anybody if you have any questions just about this, and then we'll move on to the next. So are there any questions? You can either type it in the chat or you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Either that, I'm just so good, or there are really no questions. I guess there's no questions. Okay, guys, so we're gonna move on. So that means we totally get the 19 persons that are on this call totally understand what a duplicator bonus is, and that you understand that in order to hit your rank, you have to have the duplicator bonus done. We understand that, correct? All hands up, tell me yes, 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 put yes in the chat. Just, I wanna know that y'all are actually there, that you just don't have your headset in and you're actually doing a million other things, not even listening to anything I'm saying. Can you put yes in the chat so that I know y'all actually heard me? I need some back and forth, guys. I need to see yeses in the chat. That means I know you're all hearing me. I have one saying two. Okay, let's go. I want to hear. We have 19 people on this call. So let me know that y'all are hearing me, please.
I'm sorry. I am driving, but I'm listening.
Okay, no problem. No problem, Terry. I'm with you. Okay, yes, yes, yes. We got yeses. Okay, so we got 4 yeses. We have another 10 people. Well, I got Terry, so that's 5. So 14 people are doing something else, and they're really busy, but they're really not listening. I got you guys. Yeah. So I just need everybody to know this.
That's a yes from me too. That's Dr. Laney.
Okay, Dr. Laney, I got you. Thank you. So I just need everybody to understand, because when you do not hit the bronze party at the end of the month, I can't remember when it ends, and then you go back to Dr. Helen or you go to King Corey and you're like, oh, but King Corey, I didn't know that I was supposed to. He's going to say, well, we did a training. And you're going to say, no, but I wasn't on the training. And he'll say, I think you were. I remember specifically seeing you on there. And then you'll be like, but I didn't know. See, we can't keep on doing the I didn't know thing. And yes, we are just starting, but we gotta grow up, guys. We gotta, we gotta just take it up a notch. So I'm gonna go over it one more time because I didn't have a million yeses. But remember, duplicator bonus is necessary in order to hit a rank. In order to get to bronze, in order to get to gold, silver, ambassador, you must have your duplicator bonus in play. What is a duplicator bonus? I personally must have 300 total sales points. My total sales points are made up of any orders that I make, as well as any orders my customers make, as well as any orders my prime customers make. That's what accumulates my 300 total sales points. What else is a requirement for a duplicator bonus? I must have all 4 of my legs active with 300 points. 300 points can be made up of them placing orders, of their teammates placing orders, of coming into the business, as well as their customers having orders. This is 300 points, guys. And also remember, this is done within a leadership period, not week to week, not week to week. And we also remember, where do we find our leadership period? We go into our digital kit, we go to our calendar, and we can find what our leadership period is. If I'm not mistaken, this one started December 28th. It goes to February. I don't remember the date off the top of my head. I can go to the calendar for you guys, but I'm just letting you know. That has to do with the leadership period. All of your rank is leadership period to leadership period, okay? So, for some people who in December, like we started in November, you might have been so close to your rank, but guess what? December 27th was our cutoff for that leadership. So if you didn't have your duplicator bonus in play, you lost out. You understand? And there were a lot of persons. I know I was helping certain people and I was like looking at their back office like, you're so close. You're like right there. You're actually a bronze. However, if you don't have your duplicator bonus in place, it's not worth it. Like you have to now go and make sure all these other things are in play. Is your auto ship done? Do you have your 4 legs? Do the 4 legs have 300 points? Guys, all of this can be monitored on your dashboard, in your back office, all the way to the bottom, far left. So when you go to the dashboard, you go all the way to the bottom to the far left of the dashboard, you will find duplicator bonus. In the middle will be your rank bonus, which will show you your 30-70 rule, with being able to have an accumulation of 70% of the volume coming from a power leg, and the 30% can come from the accumulation of the other legs. But you need to understand this part here, this duplicator bonus. If you don't have this, your rank is, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so let's move on. Let me stop the share. Okay, now let's do this other one. Okay, so now I don't know if everybody on here, if your leader has shared with you that, you know, the leaders, the owners down in Mexico had mentioned to us that they are willing to assist us in building teams in Mexico. And they're willing to train them and assist them through all of that. So now we have to figure out, okay, so how am I going to build a team in Mexico? I'm in the States, I'm in the Caribbean. Like what? I say, what now? How y'all expect me to do that? Well, social media, best place to do it. Like seriously, the best place. Now, does it take time? Yes, guys. And there are a lot of rules, especially when it comes to Facebook. And Facebook has literally, I mean, they have messed up the rules so bad. It's like back in the day, you could do so much stuff. Now it's like you got to be so specific. You got to know what you're doing. You can't do too much because then you'll get in Facebook jail. In my first opportunity that I ever was in, child, I stayed in Facebook jail. Facebook jail was my favorite spot to be. If it wasn't 7 days, 9 days, 21 days, I'd just be in Facebook jail, which basically meant you couldn't post anything, you couldn't contact persons, you couldn't do anything. So, however, when you go into Facebook, normally your homepage looks similar to this. Now there's a search bar to the top, right? Now you can go and you can actually look for like buy and sell Mexico. Okay. And when you go there, you're going to slide across over here to the different groups. Now, when you go into groups, you cannot, you get excited because you see all these groups and you're like, oh my God, I can just add myself, add. No, you can't do that. You can do about, I would recommend 4 max per day. And why I say 4 max per day, because the rules keep changing. 1 minute it's you can do 7, the next minute you can do 10. 4 is kind of a safe number. Sometimes even 3 is even safer. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to go through the different groups and you're going to say, you know what? I think I want to add myself to that. And so what you will actually put up here, you'll say buy and sell Mexico, and it will actually bring up different groups that are in Mexico and that you can add yourself to. Okay, so for an example here, I'm not in this group, so what I'll do is I will press join, and a request will be sent, and then it'll actually, some of the groups actually ask you questions, and you have to go through the questions, and you have to answer them. Some don't at all, and then you can also change it here so that it's public groups, and you can actually then just go to the group, and then there's really not a pile of questions that goes with it. And you can actually find different groups within, say, Mexico, London, all throughout the Caribbean, everywhere. And with this, basically, you then can go and post. Now, for 2020, new decade, of course, they have decided that you can only post certain things, which really is kind of messed up. But you know what? That's Facebook for you. So I'm going to just quickly get something for you guys that will help you to assist you in knowing, because also in Facebook, there's certain words now that we're not allowed to say. I know, it's like, what? Yeah. So I'm going to try and see if I can get this up for you, because I actually got from one of my persons that I do training with, they actually had the new rules for Facebook. So let me see if I can get it up. It might take a minute, but basically it gives you verbiage that you're not allowed to use because you will get blocked and it won't be allowed. Also, you can do on Facebook, which is amazing. You can create not just your page, but an actual page that you can use for your business per se. And so, for instance, mine is called, I don't know what's going on with my computer. Hold on. It's called Island Girl Healing. Let me see if I can locate it. And so I will show you where I did an ad for where Dr. Helen was going to be in Atlanta. And so I basically took the flyer that was created. And as you can see, my computer is not responding, of course, that would make sense. But anyway, I took the ad that was created and I actually did an ad from it. Now, the thing with that is that a lot of persons always say you got to spend a lot of money. Now, I personally don't believe in that because to me, it just becomes too much. And I find that the more money that you put into it, for some reason, it seems sometimes you just get less out of it. So my page is called Island Girl Healing, and that can be a training for another day where we show you how to actually create the page. And you can go through that because that's a whole process as well. And once you create the page, you can start posting things from Sankey and talking about Sankey, which we can go from the app. Now, I wasn't able to pull up my software that brings the app on the screen because my computer was acting silly from about 10 o'clock this morning. But anyway, I will show you this. So on this page, I basically have this. I posted, this is the ad that was sent out for Atlanta. And yes, I know that Atlanta actually happened yesterday and not on the 9th, but I'd actually sent this out originally when this originally went out, this ad originally went out. So actually when I found out that it was rescheduled, I had to go back on the ad and I put, we had to reschedule the event to the 10th and I put the 2 times and please reserve your seats. And so this is basically all I said. I said, Hot Atlanta, it's about to get hotter, time to reverse, recover, restore your health, don't miss it. WhatsApp me to reserve your VIP seat. So that was my ad. I didn't put too much information. A lot of times there is I can't remember the rule for picture to writing on Facebook for ads. However, this is a whole nother training I have to show you, but I know we only have 30 minutes of training because we don't like to keep you too long. But that's another training of how to put an ad up there where you then allow them to check the ad manually versus letting a computer do it. And then it allows the ad to actually go through. So for instance, with this ad here, I got 1,227 persons to see the ad. And then I had 77 engagements. Either they clicked it, they looked at it, they read it, they wanted to know what was going on. And I believe for this one was like $5 that I spent. And this was for, I did this for, I think this was for, I think this was done for like, I think 4 days because I think it started whenever this ad came out on in our group, in the WhatsApp group, that's when I immediately went and I posted it out there for traction to see if we could get persons out there. I also got 6 shares. So I actually got 6 people to actually share this ad. And in that case, I then went to each person that shared it and I said, hey, what's up? Are you in Sankey? That's the first question you always want to ask. You don't want to offend somebody that, is already a part of a team. So first question you're always going to ask, hi, just checking up on you. I saw you shared the page. Are you a part of Sankey already? If they say yes or no, then you move forward. So these are just little, tidbits that you can learn on Facebook. Don't be intimidated by it. It can't hurt you. It might just get you locked up in Facebook jail. Just joking, guys. But these are just different steps that I do. And usually I normally only spend about $5 on Facebook ads. I don't go over that. And I usually get good traction from that. In total, it's saying it reached 314 people, but it also means that 1,227 people actually saw it. And to me, sometimes it's even more important, that number, than actually the people that it reached. Why? Because sometimes people have to see something over and over and over and over again in order to want to do it or even want to be a part of it or think about it. So that to me is always very important as well, that number. So these are just a few things that I do on Facebook. And I know that's one of the things that we had to go over today. So if there's any questions about that, please put it in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask me.
Hey, Dr. Ruth Ann, this is Terry calling, speaking. Can you, where on Facebook is this found? Because I lost the beginning of where to find the groups at.
Right, you just go to, let me go back on, hold on. It's literally right to the top of your Facebook page. So let me go back in Facebook. When you want to, for instance, go to a certain country or whatever, normally I do the buy and sell group. So I'll say buy and sell. Let's see, my computer is going slow. Buy and sell, say Jamaica. And you'll see all the results. It clicks it. And so this actually gives you all of the groups for Jamaica. And so then you can decide which group. Now, my key thing is I always look at the group's numbers. So for instance, this is saying that, let me show you, hold on. This is saying that 2,500 persons are members in that group. I like the ones that say like 36,000 and, you know, stuff like that. Like for instance, for Philippines, 82,000 persons are in this group. So that's a group that I would possibly like and keep it moving. And then when I decide that that's something that I want, the country I want to target, that's what I'll go for. And then you can also click down here at the side that says groups, and it will only show you groups and not, you know, show you other stuff. And here, let's show you. You can just like the groups. And like I said, don't like too many at once because you will get shut down quick, fast, and hurry. But like, for instance, with me, I'm probably in over 200 groups. And that's just over the years, me every day liking 4 groups or 3 groups, just so that I can have that option that when I'm ready to post to these different countries, it's available to me. Even you can go, there's Dubai, there's England. I mean, it's literally everywhere. Everywhere you can think of, it's here. Ghana, Nigeria, everywhere. But you just have to put in what you're looking for. So you can put groups in Jamaica, groups in Nigeria, groups in Mexico, and it will come up. So that's where you would go. Any other questions? Okay, guys, I guess I did a fantastically fabulous job. I'm happy to know that. Well, if there are any more questions and you didn't want to ask them here in the group, please know that I'm here to serve as much as I possibly can, when I can, and where I can. So you can possibly just hit me up and I will answer them. If I'm able, I will do it. So thank you so much for getting on. Thank you for getting on and doing what you had to do for your business. Does somebody have a question? Oh, hey, Dr. Laney.
Excellent job, Dr. Ruthann, as always.
Thank you.
You know, we love you so much. Look here, I'm just asking if this is going to be available as a recording so we can let the rest of our team know.
Yes, sir. Give it to me, like the Zoom takes so long to load. So if you can give me at least a couple of hours, it sometimes takes hours, sometimes it takes a day. I don't know why. But hopefully by latest tomorrow, it should be loaded up onto the cloud, and then I can actually take it from there and bring and distribute it to everybody. So definitely I will do that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'm also looking, I had one for the app, and if I can find the recording for the training that we did on the app, I'll also locate that. I don't know where it vanished to, but I cannot locate it. But if not, I will do a recording today and get that up too, because the app, guys, y'all need, if you have not done it already, today, now, get in your app store, whether it's Apple, Samsung, whatever type of phone you have, get into the Google Play Store, the Apple Store, and look for the Sankey app and download it. Listen to me, guys. You're able to send videos out. You're able to send out pictures with wording to Facebook to Instagram to Twitter to every platform you can think of. And it's so great. I mean, it makes your job so much easier. You don't have to store videos in your phone. Listen to me, in all my other opportunities, I've had to store every video that I can think of in my phone. You don't have to do that because guess what? It's all in one place under the Sankey app. So all I can say to you guys is please download the app today, not tomorrow, today. Make it your business to do so. Mr. Williams, you want to finish us off?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
the announcements. So, ladies, if we can a system in place for
Hey, Corey,
that,
go
we have all the information in.
in and out. Start again because you just went completely blank. Sorry.
Sorry, sorry, I'm in a hotel, so maybe it's to get all the information into my cell to on the corporate side so that we can really if not more 14 to 21 days in advance because you know when you're talking about last minute flights, you know guys, we have to really look at the budget and up until now, you know, we've almost said yes to everything, but we can't keep doing that as far as last minute flights, as far as getting the best rate for a hotel. You know, we should not be paying hundreds and thousands of dollars for hotel meeting room. You need to have a couple hundred people in there if that makes any sense. So, you know, having your picture in that you take a professional photo, making sure that we have the ad 14 to 21 days in advance. And if you don't have the information in, guys, then we have to postpone or cancel your event or not do your event because we just have to have these systems in place. So go to that next level to get to the millions of dollars. Do presentation. Let's make
Corey, this is Dr. Laney. You know, you're cutting in and out. We're here getting part of what you're saying.
okay. And like I said, I'm in a whole, but
Hey, Corey, you're going in and out, but I will reiterate what you're saying because I know what you're saying. So I will just repeat what you're saying and you can stop me if I'm wrong. He's basically saying, guys, that one, you know, we want to have these connects. However, if you do not get your information in within 15 days, it's not going to happen because the cost is becoming just ridiculous of booking last minute flights, last minute hotels, last minute venues. It's not making sense to the bottom line. And guys, no matter how much we want to, you know, say this and say that, ultimately, Sankey Global is a business. So it has to be run as that, a business. So, you know, we want to do this and do that, but we have to, you know, stick to what it is. We got to get our information within 15 days, whether it's the invoice for the venue, whether it's showing your ticket and saying this is how much it's going to cost or anything that's needed. We do have, for those leaders, we have put into the group, the form, the website that you click on and you just fill out the information, you load up your invoices, you load up your picture for your flyer, you put the venue, you put the date, you put the time, all these different things. We're just trying to make sure that everything can be streamlined. I don't know if there was anything else, Mr. Williams. You can try come back on again.
so yes, like I said, with hotels, if we have an event in your market, try to get at least 2 to 3 quotes. We don't want to pay the highest price. We have a certain budget every month that we're allocating, and with us just launching in North America, it has to make sense. It has to make business sense. on both sides to spend amounts. Also, since you're investing in your business, corporate to supply all of the products every time, have enough retail.
Mr. Williams, I'm so sorry, but you're cutting out again. We can't hear anything that you're saying.
Okay. So let's make sure that we have enough inventory for our Lifestyle Connects. And then also, when contacting myself or Dr. Helen for something, if you could please, because we're traveling, we're handling a lot of different things, if you could please send us a text message or email and make sure that we arrange a certain time. And if you call and I don't get back with you immediately, or Dr. Helen doesn't get back with you immediately, don't take it personal. But let's try to arrange a time because we are wearing a lot of different hats. This is my first week in the office, and I tell you guys, it's a lot of work, but we're willing to do it, and we will continue to serve for you and your family. But let's try to just make sure that we're streamlining everything in order. So I believe those are all the announcements on. Also the bronze party coming up. Make sure you know the rules to be qualified for that. Make sure you know the rules to be qualified for the car bonus. Make sure you know the rules to be qualified for the Japan trip. So it's about learning your business. So it's business, like Dr. Ruth Ann said. She just studies and studies and studies. Once you put 10,000 hours into something, you become an expert. So you have to invest in your business and learning the ins and outs of your business so that you can disseminate that to the field. So the more you learn, the more your business will grow. So I believe that is all that I have. If anybody had any questions for me, you guys can text me or put it in the chat and or unmute yourself, and we can go from there. But back to you, Dr. Ruth Ann, if nobody has any questions.
Okay, guys, so you heard from King Corey Williams. If you have any questions about what he said, please put it in the chat and or WhatsApp him or email him and let him know, or text him. And guys, just remember, we just have to study our business. And once you study your business, like he said, you will become an expert at it that you can then disseminate the information to everyone. And once again, make sure, look at the rules of the bronze party, the car bonus, the trip to Japan. And what I love, what I've seen thus far of Sankey Global is that there's no gotchas. You have persons like the King Corey Williams and Dr. Helen Delahousse that don't believe in gotchas. And, I love that because I hate gotchas. So it's very clear. It's very straightforward. If you do certain things, this is what's going to happen, but you got to know what you got to do. So it's all written there for the different flyers. So please get those flyers, look at it, understand it, learn it, and know your business. So I don't see any questions there. So thank you so much for joining us on this call, this training call, and have a fantabulous weekend. Tomorrow night, we have our Lifestyle Connect, 9 p.m. Usually we have, I believe the dynamic duo of Dr. Franco and King Tim Trahan, which I believe they are. So, 9 p.m. tomorrow, Lifestyle Connect online. So get those persons on there and let's assist in closing them. Have a great day, my friends. Bye-bye.